Hello everybody, welcome to the county seat. I'm Chad Booth. We have covered federal versus state and local authority quite a bit during this season of the show, but we're going to do it again today. This time our focus is going to be on law enforcement. In January, the legislature passed House Bill 146. It was signed by the governor later in the year. House Bill 146 specifically states that federal agents, rangers from the BLM or the Forest Service or other agencies, are not allowed to enforce state law or local ordinances without the specific permission of the county sheriff. We will find out about the origins and the genesis of that bill a little bit later in the show. But first, it's May 22nd. Something happened today if you're a property owner. This is the day that the county assessor has to deliver to the auditor all of the tax information on your property. The auditor will then set the tax rates. This is also the beginning of a window of time that you have to challenge the assessor's valuation of your property. To find out more about the taxation process, here is Terry Wood.
You know, they say the only sure thing in life is death and taxes. Of course, it's an old cliche, but it's actually one we can all relate to. Government services are funded by taxes. 3 different kinds of taxes: property tax, income tax, and sales tax. But it's the property tax that's been on most people's minds lately due to the economic downturn and the falling real estate values. Truth is, most people don't even know where their property taxes go. Property taxes are levied on homes and businesses, and they go to fund public schools, fire, police protection, roads, parks, libraries, and all kinds of other public benefits. It is the most stable form of government revenue since, unlike sales and income tax that fluctuate with economic conditions, property taxes remain steady over time, in proportion to the value of whatever property is being taxed. Now, the term property applies to land and buildings, your home, your equipment used in a business like computers or large-scale machinery. The tax rate for an urban location in Salt Lake comes out to less than 1% per year of the value of your property. In rural Utah, it is even less. Property is taxed at fair market value, which means the amount your home or land would sell for in the current market. The county assessor is responsible for determining the value of all property within his or her jurisdiction and taxing accordingly. If you want to challenge the amount the assessor has valued your home or business, you have the right to do so by September 15th each year. In Utah, we have the Truth in Taxation Law, which was passed in 1985 to hold property tax revenue the same from year to year. Basically, when property values rise, property tax rates must, by law, go down in order to keep the amount of taxes collected the same. To change those rates and collect more tax revenue, governments must hold public meetings and voters must make the final decision to raise rates. In this way, officials can not just raise property tax rates just because real estate prices rose. Now, no one likes to pay taxes, but it is a reality of modern life. And we do, in fact, enjoy many of the services provided by those tax dollars. Now, county and state governments do try for equality and efficiency when it comes to taxing your home or your car, and the Truth in Taxation Law provides transparency. Death and taxes may be inevitable, but when you find out where those taxes go and you realize what you're getting, they may seem far less frightening. For the county seat, I'm Terry Wood.
Terry tells me that Utah ranks 41st in the nation in the valuation of property and the taxation rate that's placed upon it. Let me give you an example. If you have a house that's worth about $200,000, you will pay in Utah approximately $1,500 in tax. That same house on a national average would cost $3,500 in taxes. So we are in a pretty competitive spot for our property tax. Well, stay with us. We will have more of the county seat. When we return, we will be talking about federal agents enforcing state laws and a new bill that changes that relationship.
How would you spend an extra day in Utah Valley? Stay one more day. Visit utahvalley.com to make reservations. Utah Valley. Bring everyone together.
What are the words that describe the perfect destination? Finding them all in one place is easy if you know where to look. Gather at Fillmore City with ATV enthusiasts for the annual National ATV Jamboree, June 20th through the 25th. Over 30 different rides in the scenic mountains and desert areas. Pick your adventure in Millard County, Utah.
Take a look. Take a glimpse. Take a peek. You'll be surprised by what you find. Join us June 3rd and 4th at 8 p.m. for the Deseret Peak Stampede. This is a pro rodeo event you won't want to miss. Get tickets now at smithtix.com or at the Deseret Peak Complex. Adventure, beauty, excitement. Tooele County Parks and Recreation, bringing communities together.
Almost 45% of the oil produced in Utah, 7.8 million barrels, comes from Duchesne County. That oil feeds our state economy, provides job growth, and supports local business. Here in Duchesne County, we're working to make Utah an economic, cultural, and technological leader. Whether you're here for business or pleasure, Duchesne County will welcome you with open arms and invite you to explore all the beauty of the Uinta Mountains. Duchesne County, close enough for business, far enough to get away.
Welcome back to the county seat. In the most recent session of the legislature, they passed House Bill 146. That bill specifically states that federal officers or agents cannot enforce Utah state law unless they have first specifically obtained permission or authority from the local county sheriff. The implementation of that law has quite a genesis in the state, as there have been a few showdowns between federal and state officers on different issues. But how is that bill being implemented, and what are the technical aspects of it? Well, we'll look to Susan Wood to fill us in on that right now.